Hello, what's up guys? This is AS Learning and today we will see some of the basics of Android. As you can see, I have opened the project name calculator 3 and here I have my main activity.java activity main.xml. Here we will see what exactly are the files in our project. Like this is my calculator project and here you can see there are folders like app, Gradle, build, etc. I will go into the app and into the src. In src are the actual source code of your app, and in main you can see that there are two main folders, Java and this res stands for resource and it contains Android manifest.xml. Now what exactly Android manifest does is it defines the fundamental characteristics of the app and defines each of its component, all the permissions which your app needs. For example, if your app is WhatsApp and it needs an access to the camera, so that permission which you see while installing the app are declared in the Android manifest.xml. Once you see that file, like here in my code for calculator, here you can see that it's a basic and here you can see that I have an activity here and there I have an intent. Now what is an intent? Intent is basically an abstract description of the operation to be performed on an activity. Like if you want to switch from one activity to the other activity, we make an object of the intent. So all these things are included in an Android manifest.xml. I'm sorry for that. All the app dependencies etc. are the things which are included in Android manifest.xml. Here you can see that in the REC folder you have a folder named drawable, and below that drawable you have layout. So what is exactly a layout? A layout basically tells us how your app will look or what is the appearance of app. So here you can see that I have the file name activity main.xml. This is the text version of it, and this is the design. As you can see that here is a design made for a calculator. I will explain exactly the code for calculator and the logic of calculator in my next video. Currently we will just focus on the basic things, like here you can drag and drop all these things like radio button, small button. Here you have different layouts to choose, like linear layout and relative layout. Mostly we use relative layout in a text. As you can see here, here it is a relative layout. Okay, and here you have text view and all the properties of the look of your app, and all these things are how your app will appear, how it will be seen is basically will be modified, which you can modify in Android Studio in activity main.xml. We also have another file named content main.xml, which you might have seen in some of the versions of Android Studio. Basically what happened is in Android, after Android API from 23, when coordinate layout, floating action buttons and all those things were introduced, the main attention of the developer was that we will write our own modified code into content main.xml, and the default coordinate layout and floating point and all those stuff will be in our activity main.xml. So if you want to do any of your modification, and if you're using an Android, the latest version of Android Studio, I would prefer you to go with content main.xml, and if you're using Eclipse, then you can modify it on activity main.xml also. There won't be an issue for it. Here you can see that there is an build Gradle. Gradle exactly is for the complete app project and also for a module by module. What exactly Gradle does is it is used to compile and build your app, and it can be done for each module and also for the complete project. Here you can see that there is a compiled SDK version 22. It shows that it's a platform version on which this app was compiled. And okay, so this is what the Gradle is. Here you can see that we have a MIP map. So MIP map basically contains the launcher icon, like what will be the icon of your app. You can also add the photos and other things into the MIP map folder. The HD stands for high definition pixel, I think so, and then M stands for medium. And so by resolution this pictures are added into it. Drawable also contains the images which we will be using in app. In values folder you have files like string.xml, style.xml, and dimension.xml. Like here you can see that in main.xml, if you have a text on it, like okay, here they have, here in this code the string values are not used, but while and so you can see the Android text enter input.1, so this you can store into a string object, and that exactly can be seen in a string.xml. Here you can see that hello world is there, so I hope so hello world will be here. Oops, I don't know what kind of code is this. Okay, so all these things are included in our values folder. So these are the basic things which are used or which are there in our Android Studio, and I hope this gives you somewhat idea of what are the basics of Android Studio and how it is used to build apps. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel AS Learning. And stay tuned for next video, in which I will be explaining the code for Android, code for calculator. Thank you and have a nice day.